She was potentially living in a car before arriving in a safe home. A large, gentle pit bull with soft eyes and an old soul, she carried a presence that instantly calmed the room. There was something deeply nurturing about her. When Abel, a tiny 4-week-old rescue kitten from a flood, was brought home, the two were kept apart for a few days just to be careful. But it soon became clear she couldn't bear the separation. On the other side of the door, she paced softly, whining, as if to say, "I need to see the baby." And when she finally did, she knew exactly what to do. She moved toward Abel with a quiet sense of purpose, gently making him comfortable, curling around him protectively, and showing with every motion that she wasn't scary at all. From the moment they met, Abel was hers. He followed her like a shadow, completely mesmerized. To him, she wasn't just a dog. She was the center of his world, his everything. Her instinct was no accident. When she was first found, it was obvious that she had recently given birth. Her body still carried the signs of motherhood, but her puppies were nowhere in sight. No one knew what had happened to them, but one thing was certain. If they had been okay, they would have been with her. She would never have left them. That's the kind of dog she was: protective, loyal, and devoted to the most vulnerable around her. And it wasn't just animals she looked after. Around children, her mothering instinct kicked in just the same. Once, one of the family's young nephews had been sitting on the edge of an ottoman, wobbling and close to falling. Without a moment's hesitation, she stepped in and gently nudged him back to safety. She had a natural awareness of the room, always scanning, always alert to who needed a little more care, a little more love. Tears didn't stand a chance around her. The moment someone's eyes filled with emotion, she would rush in, trying to offer comfort before the tears could even fall. Her heart was enormous, overflowing with compassion. And yet, people often judged her before knowing her. A big, muscular gray pit bull, the kind many are taught to fear. But once someone met her, everything changed. She was a quiet force of goodness. Gentle, beautiful, radiating warmth. The kind of soul who made people believe again in second chances. She found an odd comfort in car rides. The moment she climbed into the back seat, her eyes would close and sleep would come, deep and peaceful. Maybe it was the hum of the road, or maybe it reminded her of something safe, something still and undisturbed. It was one of the few moments she truly let go. Yet for all the love she gave, she seemed starved for affection herself. Maybe it was because someone in her past had once loved her deeply. Or maybe it was because no one ever had. There was a longing in her eyes sometimes, the kind that said she was still healing, still learning that love wouldn't vanish. She became a quiet example of something rare, the idea that even those who've been through the worst can become the most loving. As one family member often said, there is no bad from which good does not come. And she embodied that truth every single day. She took care of the kitten. She watched over the children. She comforted the sad. She made everyone feel safe. In return, all she ever wanted was to be loved. And finally the sun seemed to shine differently when it hit her fur. In the quiet of an afternoon nap or the soft flick of her tail against the floor, she reminded everyone around her of what matters: care, connection, and the power of showing up for someone else. She didn't just survive her past. She softened it. And in doing so, she changed the lives of every living being who crossed her path. She was loved, and she deserved every bit of it.